So I flew yesterday. It was amazing, but it's been 6 weeks since I had flown previously. And I do not recommend that. You should be flying often to keep your skills up, to keep your muscle memory up. So, and normally I'm used to flying on a beach in Mexico, foot launching, breeze, beautiful wind. Here in Utah, you don't want wind when you launch because it doesn't make things easy. So I flew yesterday on a trike. It was beautiful, but definitely don't wait 6 weeks. Beautiful flight, beautiful takeoff, not so much. So here it is.
How long was the last time you flew, Haley?
I don't remember. Actually, I'm pretty sure
Thor, look out.
probably at Warner Valley.
Thor, look out. Oh yeah, not too long ago, huh? So, like a month and 6 weeks probably?
Yeah, probably 6 weeks.
With Haley, let's test your radio.
Testing, testing.
Okay, you can hear me. All right, let's do this once. I'll just get on the radio if I need to correct you on something, okay?
Too early and didn't correct my left side before it was a problem. Yeah, that was awful. I'm actually super psyched I made it out of that.
Well, you did.
Yeah, you did everything good. I mean, you corrected, you overcorrected, you held too long on the brakes, and hey, you're in there. Now we got to get you back down.
I thought she was gonna nosedive the trike into the ground. She was pulling like 1.5 to 2 feet of that right brake. If she would have just let up on the right brake, she would have been fine. It overcorrected to the left, and that was fine. She just came up a little crooked, and she had the oscillation. So when you have oscillation to the left and you pull right, you're gonna really oscillate to the right. So if she would have just went like this, it would have just been. But she was like 2 feet of brake on the right.
You're letting me do this.
You see it?
Crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought she was gonna hit the trailer for a second.
I knew she wasn't gonna hit the trailer, but I thought she was gonna nosedive right into the ground, like.
I'm glad my car wasn't there. She would have hit it.
Okay, so at this point, I'm super nervous, super excited. That's what happens when you don't fly for 6 weeks. I do not recommend that. You should be flying often, and that nervousness goes away, and you just have that excitement and the peace and calm that can come. So when I pulled up my glider, I looked to the right, and it looked fine, but when I looked over to the left, it looked way too low. I totally overcorrected. I didn't give enough throttle at the beginning, and I let go of my A's too soon. So I was nervous for the trailer, I was nervous for their property, and I just said full throttle. I need to give full throttle and ride it out and let off my brakes, which I pulled way too much brakes. So it ended up being perfectly fine. Okay, so the air was beautiful and clear, and there's not a bump ever. So I wanted to try going over this ledge. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but where we take off, it's a bowl, so you don't know if there's wind coming over this mountain, which can cause a rotor. So I went ahead and did it. Totally worth it. You come over that ledge, it's like a cliff drop, and I don't care if you're afraid of heights or not. It's just gorgeous, and it gives you that high feeling where you're just, feel on top of the world. So totally worth it. Totally beautiful and amazing. Everything's so gorgeous. I'm going to drop down and view all this amazing stuff. And because of the sunset, I've been wanting to do a sunset flight. The lighting was beautiful.
So you've got maybe a 1 mile an hour, 2 mile an hour breeze. We're going to have you land going towards Mac's horse property.
Okay, copy.
And we'll just land you out in the field. You got another maybe 10 minutes of flight time before you need to land. So if you want to check out the volcano or whatever, you're good.
So at this point, I'm heading back into our bowl, flying over these beautiful deer. We live in such a beautiful place. Everyone's so wonderful and love watching us fly. I love sunset flights because you can see how the colors just change everywhere you turn. Everything is so crisp and so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful time to fly. So I'm flying not too low over these deer, not trying to scare them, but just wanting to watch them run and how fun it is to feel like you're up there running with them. Again, so beautiful, so excited to be flying a sunset flight. Anytime anyone's flying a sunset flight and I'm not up there, I wish that I was. So yeah, at this point I probably did scare them. I didn't mean to scare them, but it was fun to just feel like you're running with them, following them along. So beautiful.
Dad, you're probably gonna want her to come right this way.
So beautiful. Look at these colors just change. The oranges of this sunset were magical. It's just unbelievable. Every way you turn, it makes you want to keep turning and going into the sun and then away from the sun just to get all those different colors and different views on everything. And these running with these deer, so beautiful, so fun. You know, it reminds me of scuba diving when you're swimming with the fish. You're with the fish. This you're up there. You feel like you're running with those deer, seeing this beautiful, crisp colors. Just gorgeous. So grateful to be up there, to be flying, to have the ability to do it, and watching those colors change.
Just climb altitude so you can get a good approach.
Okay, it feels like I go faster coming towards you this way.
Well, trust us. You're gonna land going that way. Yeah, that's where you want to land. That direction.
She's going slow.
Now you're going slow. So turn around and set up good. I'm only gonna walk you through if you need it. We want a good landing. Go back, set up at a further distance. So set up further back.
So here I come around, setting up for my landing, feeling where the wind's at, trusting the ground crew pretty much, how the wind's going. Sometimes it can be deceiving. Getting a nice, good approach. Honestly, the thing about a sunset flight is the longer you're up there, the more beautiful it is, and you don't want to come down. But it will get dark, and it will get dark fast. So yeah, you have to come down at some point. But it really was gorgeous. And when you hit going into the wind just right, like, I don't know, you probably hear that. It's such a peaceful feeling. You're just flowing so steady, and it's so peaceful. So at this point, it's super peaceful. I'm just doing a go around, and then I'm going to get ready to land.
Hands up.
Maybe come back around.
Okay, go around. You're overshooting it. Go around. You got it. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little too high, Mom, but just make your approach super long so you can get that right over.
So I'm coming around for my landing. I was a little high last time. I want to get that descent just right. I want to get practice on making it as smooth as possible. Again, I love where we live. It's such a beautiful place. You could fly this valley 100 times and then come up for a sunset flight, and it feels like the first time. It's just beautiful. The colors are so crisp. I'm going to fly around our friend's property here, the Sawamas family, their farm. Super fun family. Coming around, get that angle just right. As soon as you get right into that wind, you just feel that peace of how steady and smooth it is. Just work on my landings, try to get them as smooth as possible.
Alright, just do what you know what to do.
Maintain altitude right there, but
Little throttle. Ease in a little throttle so we don't have to walk so far. Just a little bit. Too much, ease off. Just maintain that altitude. Maintain it. Just ease it in. Pull brakes more and all the way. Good job. Kill it.
Nice, Hayes.
Good job, Haley. Good job.
Should I give it any power?
So here I come, ready to land. You know, flying's amazing, but for some reason, landing's one of my favorite parts. It has such an excitement in and of itself. So fun. If you get a successful, smooth, beautiful landing, you just have a rush. And that was smooth. So fun, so great. So I'm so happy and elated at this moment. What an awesome day.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Okay, that was amazing. That was awesome. It
Well,
was so beautiful. It was super smooth too. Super smooth. The deer were cool. You could chase them. They would.
no, Haley,
it
we're
was
talking
amazing.
about your flight, not
the
me.
lighting, the lighting is amazing too right
sunset?
now. Like everything seems so crisp and just beautiful. Oh, I love that. Woo!
Yeah, it's a good landing. Really good.
I honestly
Nice and soft.
love it. It makes me so nervous, but I love it. It's so
Yeah.
fun.
Can you talk to us through your takeoff?
Yeah, my takeoff was shoddy.
What were you thinking on your
Okay, so I was nervous, so I didn't give it as much throttle as I would normally, and I saw it come up, which it would have been fine if I had just throttled all the way, but I let go of the A's and also let off the throttle, which you never want to do both of those at the same time. And so then it was low, and I was nervous about that. So since I was nervous about that, the correcting wasn't falling into play, and I should have pushed full throttle, started correcting the left-hand side gradually instead of what I did.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just honestly it's being nervous. I think that, and not flying for 6 weeks, I think that, yeah, you should fly at least once a week, at least.
I think you should fly at least once every 24 hours
Yeah, once a day would be better,
if the
but
weather's good.
isn't this lighting freaking amazing?
Yeah, look at this picture I got of you
Beautiful.
up in the air.
Oh my gosh,
I
yay!
tell you, I
Sunset,
could,
man. So, I've always wanted to do a sunset flight. I'm super excited about doing a sunset flight. The weather couldn't be more perfect. The air is just calm. And I've always wanted to fly over the ledge to the left of the volcano because it's a huge drop-off. But the problem with
About a
flying-
1,000-foot drop off.
Yeah, about 1,000-foot drop-off. Usually you want to get high because there's rotors almost always coming off of those ledges. But I wanted to go low and go over ledge, and I was thinking if it's going to be okay, tonight's the night it's going to be okay because it's so calm. So you're flying, and all of a sudden there's ground, and then whoosh, the ground is gone. There's nothing. It's completely drop off. It's almost like that feeling on a roller coaster where your stomach just, because, I mean, I don't care if you're not afraid of heights or not. That is
A good
an
feel, yeah.
awesome feeling.
And I think the rotors, you probably mean thermals coming off the thing?
Yeah,
Or,
like if the wind's, at this point in the bowl, I can't tell if there's wind coming from there almost at all until I go over that ledge. And as soon as I go over that ledge, I don't know if they're thermals, rotors, whatever, that wind coming up off the cliff that can,
yeah, just one
in
coming,
the
yeah,
air.
yeah.
yeah,
Awesome.
it's amazing.
You're great.
I'm excited.
Now, is it better than Mexico sunset flights on the beach?
Okay, no, but
If you're not in
No,
Mexico,
I mean,
and
that's a dream. That's living the dream in and of itself.
but this is the next best thing. If it's November
Yeah.
and you can't be in Mexico.
And look at that sunset. I mean, jeez, that's amazing. Flying in that, you're getting such a beautiful view. Everything looks so crisp, and it's almost like you can fly this 100 times and then fly it in this lighting with this sunset, and it'll be different.